Hello, hello, hello. So today, for this very special video, we have Tammy all the way from New York with me. And I'm going to tell you, you are going to absolutely be inspired by our show segment today. Because who does not love to decorate, right? Home decor is so fun. But I also know we're going to take this at like two angles. Because Tammy, how long have you had your silhouette machine? Years, right?
6 years?
6 years,
5
right?
years?
And so she is a pro at the silhouette machine. But also, a lot of people don't realize that you can use cut files and do it without a machine too. Not all of them. Some of them are crazy, intricate, but we're going to show you home decor that doesn't look like you even made it, even though I call it DIY. So for example, look at this. This is a snow globe that I bought this snow globe holder. It's a plastic one at the dollar store, and I spray painted it gold. And then inside, you guys, I'm just gonna have to open this up. Like, this was literally downstairs in my living room, and I brought it up. So this is one of my cut files, and a cut file, you guys. And so I'm gonna show you, and then I just kind of like put it in the because globes are kind of a thing now.
They are a thing.
Like, they're everywhere. But I also loved this, mountain tree thing, and look how cute this is.
You could put a little battery tea light in there.
Yes, you totally could. So we are going to show you, Tammy, what are we going to show everybody today?
Well, we have a few different things. We have...
You want me to go over the head? Okay, so let's show this. So Tammy, explain what these are.
So tier trays are very popular. And if you do anything with tier trays, you're always looking for little pictures, little sayings. So these are just quick ones with foam board, washi tape, and some vinyl. So you can make it any color you want, any size you want to fit your decor.
When you told me that you use foam core, I was like, what? And I know you're going to give everybody a tip and a trick on how to add these to their walls. But Tammy, I absolutely love... I love when you do.
See, you can drop it and it doesn't
break. And so I really loved that you're using things that are just, from a die cut. Instead of having to purchase it, you save so much money. So I really love that.
The earlier segment, Teresa did some tags.
Yes.
So I have this. We're going to make this little house. And then I just attached one of her little tags, and then a leaf file is on the back.
Yes.
You can use this as a little gift box, or...
I would use it as an ornament, but also I like to create villages. So Tammy, I could see us creating a village with all of these. And so I know what we're going to do here in just a hot second. Tammy, we're going to actually put together these.
We're going to make some houses.
We're going to make some houses. So stay here. Wow, look how big we were on the screen.
You made us very
big. We made us very big.
You can zoom out.
We can zoom out. We zoomed out, you guys. So we're going to make these with you. We're also going to show, for those of you who do not have a die cut machine, if you're not a silhouette or a Cricut person, that's fine. Because I want to show you how you can take my files. Like, I have my files on the Silhouette Design Store, but I also have them on my website. In fact, they're on sale right now. So 50% off for today's show. But I'm going to show how you could actually just print those off and cut them yourself. Now, some of you may go, wait a minute, how do you cut them yourself? So when you get the image, you can probably explain that a little bit easier, how they could do that.
Well, when you get the download, you get an SVG file that you can drop into Silhouette or Cricut. You also get a PNG file that you can print resize.
Print and resize.
Yeah.
And so when you print it, that way, because there are some people, I know this from many years of doing this. There are some people that are scared of their machines, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
So we made it to where you could print it and you could use your scissors, your X-Acto knife, and what do we want to call it? Fussy cut?
Fussy cut.
So we can fussy cut. So I'm going to I printed out, this is my 3D tree that's on my website. And I'm going to show you how to take this and make it without the machine. Now, Tammy I shouldn't say redid, you did all of these prior because we knew that you didn't want to sit here and just watch us cut
or
in the
listen
machine.
to it.
Or
But
listen to the machine.
You could take like the Santa Claus file and print it, resize it to how you want it, and still make these without using vinyl.
Yes.
You would just tape your paper or your cardstock on top of
and
this.
It's not even a cut file. I know.
No,
it's like a
you
printable.
just print it.
So a lot of people don't realize that, Tammy, that they could just literally print that file. And so we really wanted to educate today on that because we know that there's all different levels of comfort. And you may not feel comfortable using a die cut machine, but you could then say, wait a minute, I love this file. I love that design. Print it out, frame it. And it may not have the exact same, as if it was a die cut, but it's still really awesome and it's affordable. Die cuts are a very affordable way to design and do home decor. So Tammy, how should we begin?
So today we're going to make this Holly Jolly.
I love that one, by the way.
And you can do the tree.
Okay, you want me to do the tree? Okay, so I'm going to do the overhead just to kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
So Tammy, you did this. This is already on the...
So, yep. These already have been cut.
Okay.
So I used the Oracal vinyl, and it's 651.
Okay.
So it's permanent, but if you're doing these, you could...
Which means, like, when you say permanent...
631.
Take two.
So, yep. So this is pre-cut vinyl, and then I put the transfer paper over the top of it.
Yeah.
Already. So we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So these are 4x6 that I did, and this one...
That almost looks like 5x5. I could be wrong. Is it 5x5?
Yeah, it's 5x5.
Yes!
I thought that's what
it was.
5x5.
5x5.
So you can see...
kind of the different sizes.
And, you can bunch them together if you want, or not. So there's the tree.
Okay, we got it. Okay. So I love it. So I love that, that you use washi tape around the edges because you wouldn't know.
You can use washi tape. You can use a wooden dowel. You can use... black cardstock, anything to kind of make a frame around it. Okay,
so here's some tidbits right here. You can see. Make sure Tammy is doing. She's using. This is just the Teresa Collins Fiskars cutting mat. Always,
Always use a
cutting mat. Yeah, we definitely want to use a cutting mat. And then
you'll want an X-Acto.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna.
You're getting creative. You're going to do a 4x6?
4x6.
Okay. I love it.
And when I cut foam,
do you use your...
I gotta stand up.
Okay, Tammy is standing up, you guys. Like, she's standing up, even though you can't really see it. I think we need to bring over a little bit here. So we're there. Are we? Yeah, there we're in the camera view. We are in the camera view. Okay. So you were telling me you get your foam board at the Dollar
Tree.
Dollar Tree. Okay.
Yep.
So it's nothing fancy. It's just
a giant sheet for $1, and you can make so many.
Okay, awesome. I love this. I think this is going to be really cool. So you can see here this is the foam board. I've never done this before, by the way. When you told me that you were bringing, you were talking about foam board, I was like, what? And when you told me how you do this and how you put it on your walls, I was so in shock. I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. So you guys, I just have to show you that she's standing up. Like, this is this is the crafting. Like, you know, like this is real crafting though. Like you're like, I don't sit down doing it. I gotta stand up.
I got it. When I do this kind of cutting,
I love it.
have to stand.
I love it. I love that you're standing. So we're going by the 4x6. Thank you everybody for being here. Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I am very excited. Some of you have already told me that you've missed some of our classes, and they are on. You can go right over to YouTube. The great thing about YouTube is you can put me on double speed and I sound like a squirrel. What do you think of that?
Or just speed you up.
Or speed me up. Oh my gosh, you want to speed me up. That's okay, Tammy. That can work. That can totally work. Be careful with that X-Acto knife.
So I'm cutting yours too.
Oh, you're cutting mine too. Okay, see, she's being such a great friend. You guys, I'm so excited because you know what we're doing tonight? We're teaching a class tonight.
Well, you are.
Yeah, you'll be there. We had a lot of people sign up just during the last video that we did, so make sure you sign up.
You can see it's just 4x6.
4x6. Okay, so I got one.
That's yours.
I got one. Woohoo! Woohoo!
We don't need these again.
Okay, so I've got my foam cord. Wow, you're good at this. Like, I would probably have jagged edges.
So that's actually why I stand up. Because
really?
when you sit down and use a blade, you tend to angle.
Yes.
But when you stand up, you're straight forward.
Okay, you guys, tip from Tammy, stand up. Okay, this is like, that makes sense. So, because, you know, like, I will be honest, I've never had it this smooth. So you're telling me if I stand up.
Stand up. Because you'll push straight down.
Okay, good to know. Okay, you heard it from Tammy. Tammy's tips.
My tips.
Teresa's tips. That could be a whole show. That could be a whole show, you guys. Okay, I love it.
So
here we go.
I need a pencil.
Okay, we need a
fancy
pencil.
one.
I got the new Teresa Collins pencils.
It's not
That
sharpened.
says beautiful, but it's not sharpened. Okay, let me see if I can find one that is sharpened. Let's find this. So I'm gonna find a pencil.
I'll use a pen.
Okay, never mind. She's gonna use a pencil, a pen. Okay, and we just need to kind of put it right here so you can see. Here we go.
For my frame edges are about 1/4 of an inch. So if you like that, that's 1/4 of an inch. So I just kind of measure, make a dot.
Okay, so I know it's hard to see, but what she's doing is she's going around and doing like a border, right? Is that what you're doing? Like a little dot?
Yeah, do a tiny little dot.
Okay.
At 1/4 of an inch in, all the way around.
And is that so that you know where to put your washi tape?
Yep.
Now, what if they didn't want it? What other things could you do besides washi tape? Because some people may go, I don't want washi tape.
You could use black cardstock. You could use white cardstock. So Dollar Tree also has black foam board.
Oh, okay. So you could do, okay.
So you could do these on black.
Okay. So you're just basically going 1/4 of an inch around the foam.
Yep.
So that you're able to like.
You could even draw a line and use a Sharpie.
Okay. Yeah. Or you could be like me and just eyeball it.
No.
Why not? I love to eyeball stuff.
No. This is the measuring class.
Wow.
Aga, I see you. We're measuring 1/4 of an inch in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is so funny.
So
here we go.
Then I just
let's show this. So she's gonna show this. So you guys, here I'm even gonna go close. So can you guys see? I'm gonna zoom in, and so you probably just need to go up here so they can see it. I know it's kind of. Don't worry, you can get close to me, Tammy. No. I have a cold, and so I think she's staying away from me, you guys. I can't. I took a Claritin D for this video, and like Tammy's like, I don't think she wants to get sick.
I'm not breathing.
Whatever. You're not gonna breathe while you're standing. Like, oh my gosh, that is so. Basically, you're getting all like.
Okay, now you can do yours.
Okay, I got this.
Quarter of an inch in.
Can
Measure.
why can't I just eyeball it? Like, I don't understand why I have to do this.
Because you want it to be the same all the way around.
Gosh. Okay, I just think it's like, okay, got it. See, look, this is how Teresa goes. I go, okay, here we go. Using my ruler. See, Tammy? She's so excited for me to do this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Tammy is a lot more precise than me, probably, but that's okay. That's okay. Here we go. And we're going to add our favorite washi tape to this. You know what you could do, Tammy, though? You could add ribbon.
You could add
that
ribbon,
would be really cool. Well, that's like, because I like
it's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work, but hey, you know what?
But
like, it's really
I've also
cool.
done these where on the edge, the very edge, you can hot glue a wooden dowel. And I painted them black.
You did?
Mm-hmm. So it just makes a nice edge.
You're all about the nice edges. See, now, I hopefully you can see this. I'm doing the edges. I'm doing exactly what she said. I'm like, it's going to be good. Oh, gosh, that was a little off. Don't tell Tammy. Don't tell Tammy.
Hey, it's your picture. This is also why I prefer to use a pencil.
Yeah, but you know, like, it's all good. Okay, guys, so I've done my 4 edges.
Okay.
Really easy. We got it. Oh, I love this. I am enough.
So then we're going to take our washi. Now, for this in particular, because of the foam on the side, you'll want, if you're using washi, you want a fat one because it doesn't really like to stick to that cut edge.
So you're basically saying a wide one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fat, wide, whatever. The wide one.
Okay. So Tammy, I'm gonna let.
So.
You want to show that while you're doing it?
We're gonna go right up.
Yep. Here we go. There you go. Here we go.
And here's where She's standing again.
She's standing again. So let's put it right there so you can see.
Because I don't want it at an angle.
Okay. So
and I go right up to that.
Okay.
That line we made.
Oh, and then you're
gonna press and press.
Okay.
And make sure that it covers, and then put it down.
Okay.
And then we take our scissors, flip it over, cut. Cut those edges off. Yeah. And then.
Do you do each side separately then?
That's what I figured. Trim in very little bit.
So it folds nicely.
Yeah.
I know.
Just like a very little bit. Because if you do too much, the foam will show.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then fold it over, press it down really well.
You know, here's the thing. You could do a lot of things with foam board too, which is kind of nice. So I'm kind of loving this. I never even thought about. Like,
so I do.
You do all 4 sides just like that.
But then I go the opposite side because I don't want the crisscross. Yeah,
I would definitely do both of the long sides first. I think that's a great tip.
And so push.
I'm loving it.
Push.
See, that's a really good way to use. I'm all about the affordable decor DIY. It is like my jam, and like my jam.
Some holiday things, you know, it might be a little more on the trendy side.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not going to use it next year, but this is a good way. It's cheap.
Are you kidding me? I can see making this not only for your wall decor, but I could see this adding it to, like I would put this on inside a picture frame.
You could. Like,
I mean, you could
foam's a little thick.
But I like the dimension.
Yeah.
Like, so I could see doing that. And I just think it's really fun. So Tammy is going for it. Okay, there you go.
Sides.
I like that you did the 2 larger ones first. So Tammy did the 2 long ones first. And now she's working on the 2 sides. You can see cutting there.
Okay, so I'll let you do your 2 sides.
Okay,
so for these, it's a little more than just folding over because I don't know if you can see it. It makes this really like.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me zoom out. They can't see what you're doing.
It makes this really heavy edge. So what I do is where it meets the other washi. So right. Let me get this. Right where it meets here, I cut off from here and I go up to the edge. So I cut this little triangle off. I'm gonna cut that off and show you.
Oh, there's one right there. I put the other scissors there because I knew you were. There we go. Tammy's
and
getting.
It doesn't have to
you're
be
getting very close. I mean, yeah.
Perfect, but enough.
Oh, you're doing like a yes.
It creates that.
I see what you're saying.
Gives it a more of a finished kind of look.
Yeah.
And then the same thing.
Yeah.
Push.
One thing about me when I craft, I am a fast crafter. I always tell people, I'm like, I had 5 kids, man. I have 5 kids. Plus all my bonus kids. I am not that girl that like overthinks and like, I like it to look nice. I'm very about the visual presentation. I guess that's kind of how I am as a decorator. Like if it feels right, if it looks right. So I've got my 2 edges here that I've done. And I need, you're doing... I think I'm going to finish mine before Tammy because that's just how I roll, you guys. So, not that it's a contest. Not that it's a contest, you guys.
Well, they also need to see me do it.
Yes, I know. Can you bring it over a little bit? They're kind of, there we go. Perfect, you guys. Yep. But it's probably good to see how somebody's like me that just goes and that, Fold it over.
And now you have this frame.
It's really cute, Tammy. I like the frame. So, and notice how she's standing up. And these are, these could be shadow boxes too. These could be.
Well, you could even,
Yeah.
If you want a picture of Teresa.
Okay, now she's making fun of me. Okay, a little secret. Did you know that sometimes I take these pictures and I just put them randomly, like by Brian, my husband? I put them on his desk and different things. And he goes, and I go, or I'll say, do you want a picture of me? Because I'm kind of silly, you guys, if you kind of know me. And he goes to me all the time, he goes, I know what you look like, Teresa. Mm-hmm. Like, that's kind of weird, right? Mm-hmm. That he doesn't want pictures of me everywhere. Like, I think every husband, your partner should want pictures of you everywhere. Squirrel. Okay, I'm loving this. I think yours is a little bit more
finished looking.
Okay, whatever.
You didn't cut the corner, did you?
Did you say? I wasn't paying attention to you. Did you tell me to cut?
Yeah, you got to cut your little corners. Why don't I just do it the way
I don't think I need to do it.
Okay. Well, yours doesn't look as good as mine.
So, okay, whatever. Okay, she's right. Cut the corners, you guys. It is a little bit better. So if you're watching this video later, just so you know, Tammy and I have this kind of relationship where she just she's usually right. And
she likes to cut corners, but not the right corners.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay, but here's the thing. Just smash it in. It kind of works.
Smash it in.
Mine is not as good as yours, Tammy. Okay, but here's the thing. No one is going to look at your crafting thing and go, oh, Teresa, you get a C, but Tammy got an A. Because look,
They're going to look.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
I'm doing the tree. What are you doing? Are you doing Holly?
Unless you want to do Santa, he'll fit in there.
I like both. I think I should do Santa Claus. You're right. Okay, I love both.
So, if you've done anything with vinyl, and again, this is the adhesive vinyl,
yep.
And when you put your transfer tape on, this is a tool that I've had for, 15 years or so, is from this old Slice.
Oh my gosh, making memories.
Yep.
Okay, so what if they don't have that?
If you don't have this, you can use a gift card, a credit card. Mm-hmm.
But I do know that I got one. Silhouette has them too.
Yeah,
like Silhouette has
them.
those, and so I don't even know what they call these. What do they call these? So if you basically you're going to be you're just going to rub. Let's just show so everybody.
So you want to make sure that it's really stuck on to the transfer tape. So when you pick it up, see it's peeling off.
Using a Michael's gift card. Well, this Michael gift card isn't very. It needs to be a little bit more.
So sometimes, a letter might give you a hassle and you have to go back through and rub it again.
Yes.
No big deal.
Give it a good rubbing. Good rub. This is where I love this kind of thing because then as you lift up, you can tell if it went on there, if that makes sense. Like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to do mine a lot more. I didn't rub enough. I did not rub enough.
Rub and buff.
Rub and buff. Okay, that's funny. Here we go. Okay, do you have certain holiday movies that you watch every year? Like, I know this is squirrel, but when you said, it makes me think of, what's that? Oh gosh, Chevy Chase.
Oh.
Christmas Vacation. Okay, if what traditions, like, I have to tell you that my kids watch Christmas Vacation. Okay, I did see a comment that somebody said they use a pot scrubber that they picked up at Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh. So, that's such a good idea. Tammy. Okay, look, the magic. Tammy's doing it, you guys. Tammy, it's looking so good. Okay, mine's looking good too. Look. Oh, gosh. Okay. So if it doesn't.
So sometimes I'll just take my nail and hold it down a little bit.
But look, Tammy, I did it all in one.
Yep. Because yours is all one cut.
Oh my gosh, Tammy. But okay, so this is trash.
That's trash.
That's trash. That's trash. Trashy.
And
that's bad. Trashy.
Again, I like to stand up when I do these, so I know what? And I do eyeball it.
Okay, we're gonna stand up and do this because you know why? Because you're right. If we don't stand up, you can then and then you just kind of put it where you want it.
Put it where you want it.
Where you want
it. And you know what? This might be cute over here. You can kind of decide.
Well, yours would look really cute off center.
You can.
Yeah. See, I put mine right in the center. Santa Claus is coming to town. If you're nice. Okay, I love the holly jolly on the side. So, I think that's really cute.
Why got a little? Oh, what'd you call it?
Ski wampus. But if you're from the South,
we can just fix
do you understand ski wampus, right?
Yeah. So then you just rub it down.
Okay, rub it.
Rub it down.
Can you just use this?
You can. That's what I you had it in your hand.
Oh, did I? Okay. Now I got to sit back down. So when I'm rubbing, Tammy, I just have to be sitting down. See, now I'm sitting down. You're standing up. Oh, is this where the magic happens? The magic. Ooh, is it coming off?
Yep.
Santa Claus is coming to town. By the way, I am not a good singer, so I probably shouldn't be singing here. Okay.
And then.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, this is.
Look at this. Look. Oh my goodness. I like to go, by the way, when I pull mine off, I like to go this way in case something didn't stick that I could
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then because this is foam.
Yeah.
If you were doing this on glass, you would, take this and rub it again, but because of the foam, it will dent. Mm-hmm. So I actually just take my sleeve and lightly, just to make sure everything is pushed down.
Oh. I just normally use my fingers, but
I don't like fingerprints on it either.
Okay. That is Tammy too. Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Now we have some
super cute.
Signs.
Okay, look, Tammy, hold yours up. Santa Claus and Holly Jolly. How much do you think this costs to make this? If you had to guess,
20 cents?
Yes.
So you can do these all different sizes, whatever size you want to cut your foam board. If you want to hang them on your wall, you can use the painter's tape, green frog tape, the blue tape. Tape that to your wall, and either, you know, like one right after the other, or make a square. Just put it where you want this. They're really light. Hot glue on top of the tape. So the sticky part of the tape is on your wall, so it won't damage your wall. The hot glue goes on the tape, and then you just stick this right on.
Or if you just want to sign, like sometimes I just do little things like that. Like I got this at the Dollar Tree, and I like, you know, if you don't have a place to put it on your wall, you can just literally look at that, you guys. And I don't know if people would. I wouldn't look at this and say she made that.
Right.
You know.
Well, you can, you know, put it on your.
The other thing that you could do is you could hook these all together and create a cascade. Like that could be really cute. So there's so many things you can do, and you can see here that, you know, so think outside the box for your home decor. And you know, crafters, we know the DIY thing. Like we know, like I'm telling you, you could buy this probably at like Crate and Barrel, and it would be so much money. But create it yourself, right? Yeah. So I'm excited to show the rest. So let me just put that there because it's so cute. I don't even know if they can see it in the view. They can't, so let's just put it back because I'm like, well, maybe not. It's all good. Okay, so Tammy, I want to show how to do it by hand before we do that really quick. Is that okay? So you guys,
we could do it together.
Yeah. So are you going to be working on that while I do this? Maybe let me explain how I'm going to do this, and then she can be doing her thing too. So this is if I know that when I first started this video, I talked about that if you don't have a silhouette machine, you don't have a Cricut machine, you don't have a die cut machine, and you go, it just is too much for me. Now, there's lines in this because I needed to clean my, what do you call that, head? Printer heads. So, but I'm not going to make my trees black. I could have done black trees, but I'm going to show you how you can take, if you go and you buy a die cut or cut file, I should say, you can use them as a cut file for your machines, but you can also use them, they come in as a PNG, and that means you could resize them and you could just print those out. So I want to show you, this is my 3D tree on my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, while Tammy's doing her thing, and you can watch me, I'm going to take my cut file, and I'm actually just going to have, like, it says cut one of each tree and slide it through the very end to create a 3D tree. So I'm going to use my Dear Santa, I Believe paper, which I love. I think this is from my Christmas story, right? Yeah. And so what I do is you would cut out your die cut, and then you're going to think this is a little crazy, and that's okay. I just like, so that I get the exact measurements, I will staple it. This is me being just real. Like a lot of people, I could totally use paper clips, but sometimes the paper clips will move. And so I like to paper clip this to it. Now I know it's a little crazy, or I should say staple, but so you could staple it on there, and that's really not going to move. Now, if I was doing this, I would probably do the X-Acto knife, or I'm just going to go ahead and use my scissors. So while Tammy is doing her next project, I'm going to create a 3D tree from a print, if that makes sense. So this is on my website just as a tree file. So imagine just doing this, and I'm really particular about my trees, so I really love this. So take it from there while I am showing them how I'm just going to show real quick. Like I am going to cut my trees on my 12 by 12 paper, and that really will, it's kind of fun to kind of show that. So here we go. Okay, Tammy, what are you going to do?
Well, this is the little house when it's finished.
Oh gosh, that's so cute.
This is how the silhouette will cut it. So you can see, if you wanted to do this house and you didn't want to use a cutting machine, you could use a blade. Just print it out and use a blade and cut out all this. You could even leave the windows still, uncut. And it's just so easy. You just fold along the fold lines and slap some glue.
I love
So-
that you can create. By the way, I'm going to tell you now. I saw these at Crate and Barrel. You don't want to know how expensive these little houses are. They're so expensive, and so that was I designed these because I was like, wait a minute, you could make your own, and you can like you don't have to go to Crate and Barrel and spend a fortune on. And they were paper too, by the way. They were just like this. So I created my own because I was like, I know there are other people like me that loves the look of things like this, and I'm just cutting I'm cutting this out. She went ahead and pre-cut this. So Tammy, do you want? You know what I'm going to do? Tammy, you're overhead. Why don't you show that while I'm cutting this out? Why don't you show them how to
I'm
assemble?
just folding, and anything that's a fold, I just burnish it down real well so the edges of our house are nice and crisp.
Houses are the big thing right now too. If you go to any of the home decor, anything, and you know you like it for gift boxes, which I think is really good too. But how cool is it to put in those the lights? I
have one at home, and I put a little battery tea light inside.
I mean, the battery tea lights are like such a good idea.
With some bottle brush trees around it.
Yes, bottle brush trees. Are they still in? They kind of are. They've been in for a long time. And that's a really good idea. Like I'm just cutting out just to show like you can decide. So when I fussy cut my die cuts, because I do this, you know what I do? I like to watch Hallmark movies because, you know, this way it makes the time go by faster. Like if I could, I would speed up this video, but I can't really speed it up right now. But just showing you how I'm cutting out the die cut file. Look how cute. My paper's double-sided. But Tammy's showing you too. So, but guess what? If you wanted to, you could cut out those
You could
trees.
cut those out.
And like you said, you would not, instead of doing each of the window panes, you wouldn't have to necessarily do that. Then I like to say that because I just know there's a lot of you that will tell me, you're like, I have never taken, or they'll say, I bought the Teresa Collins silhouette machine from Michael's and I've never used it.
The pink one.
So look how cute, you guys. I've got my little tree right here. So I need to cut out two. And then I like to save this because I will use that again. So you can, and once you have a file, you have it forever too. So you can do that. I absolutely believe that like being able, the one thing I love about the silhouette machine and home decor is you can make anything. You really can. And so the possibilities are endless. And so at the first of the video, I did want to show this like how simple is this? And this was a cut file. This was literally a cut file, Tammy.
Yep.
And this is
a little thing from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree. Like this is
which apparently is now the $1.25 tree.
What do you mean $1.25?
They went up to $1.25.
Oh, was that recent? Oh my goodness. Hey, I think honestly, I'm surprised they didn't have to go up more. But you guys, you can see I just put it in I did spray paint this, so this is a great way to. There we go. Look how cute that is, Tammy. I actually have this downstairs. Like I love it. So Tammy's putting together the house. Okay. This is what I want to ask because I think a lot of people want to know when you're doing this. What do you use for glue? Do you use like a wet glue? Do you do a double-sided glue? Do you do a red line glue? Like, what is the best way, especially if you're making homes like this? Like, you guys, I'm not kidding. Like what Tammy's doing right now.
Actually, I'm cutting off the excess glue tape
because
yours is too thick.
Okay, too thick.
I rarely use wet glue on paper. Rarely. I'm almost always a double-sided tape. For these, I wouldn't necessarily go and use a red line tape because it's not really getting used.
And you don't want to use the expense of a red line tape. Is that what you're kind of saying? Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, like for me, like I would use these over and over. Not only will I display the houses because I love them so much, I will actually put these on my tree as ornaments. And
so for the black one, I only glued down one side of the roof because I wanted it to only open on one side. But actually, if you don't want it, you can just put it like this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what these little handles are for.
So we did it. Okay, so that's a good thing. So basically, they have the handles if you want to have it as a gift, or if you want it as a home, you might want to take those two tops and fold those in. And so, Tammy, we show that to the camera a little bit closer. So Tammy is going to show you.
So you fold in your bottom, and you have this little, and it just comes together like this. If you want it as a gift.
Yeah.
Little gift bag.
Yeah, the little gift bag makes it really nice.
Or you can, like this one, it might be hard to see in the black.
Tell in the black.
I put tape on this side and this side.
Yes.
So one side of the roof, so only one opens, and then just tucked in the handles, so you can see there's no.
Yeah, I love that. So you don't have to have. So it's the house. You don't have to have the handle. And so when you see cut files, just so you know, like even though it's designed a certain way, you can decide. You could change it up. Like that's what's so fun about being creative. You could decide if you want to add that or not add that, or any of those kind of things.
And you could just
tie
a ribbon.
I love it.
Add some floofy greenery.
Yeah.
And there you go.
I know because we have a bunch. I'm going to be honest. Like I want to make every one of these white ones, and I'm going to make a village and put it downstairs.
4.
There's 4. I'm going to be making them, and it doesn't. Tammy's like, you can make them, but I definitely will be making those because I love it. So, what else do you want to share while I'm finishing up my tree?
I'm just going to tie this little tag on. So.
Okay. Here, I'm going to let you overhead. Can you show it right there? So she's showing how, because she left the tag on this one. So she's showing how to, let me even go a little bit closer. You can see she's just, there you go. Okay.
And it becomes a cute little.
That is so adorable. Like, I love that. But I don't know about you. I don't know if I can give that away. Just kidding. We can give it away because you can make it's
more.
Paper. Okay, so certain papers. What kind of paper to make home decor? Like, by the way, all these little houses are on my website right now. Yeah. By the way.
I mostly use 110-pound paper. Just because it makes them a little sturdier.
Okay, so this is the 2 trees. Now you're going to go, how do I make this 3D? Now I'm trying to think. Did we have a line mark on these?
No.
So how do you like to do it? Do you like to do the line? You fold it? Okay.
Fold it, but not all the way, and I pinch it.
Oh.
And I pinch it.
Oh, I did not. So that's different. I didn't know you did that. So when she's doing this, like for the trees, I did not know that. I normally fold mine. Interesting.
Oh, you fold it all the way?
But no, that's why I was wondering how you did it, because like, okay, but I kind of do like that. You're right. Kind of is like if you see this, like, so instead of going all the way down, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. And then when you cut this to assemble it, what's your go-to? Like when you're making 3D, if you don't have a cut machine, it would normally cut it. So where are you going to cut this to? Are you going to go?
So I would just kind of eyeball.
Yep.
Eyeball this one.
Yep.
And because these trees
are
double. Slides down.
Yep.
So I would hold it like this, slide it together, and make a tiny dot.
Okay. To where to cut it.
Yep. And then cut it the other way.
Okay. So that is exactly. So then you know the exact way. Yep. There you go. So super cute. I love it. And sometimes you have to cut a little bit more. Like on that one, I think we need to cut a little bit more. So like a little bit like trial and error as what it works. So we can cut it just a little bit more, and then it's going to go down. But yeah, that is a really neat way to use those. And so some of the things that like as she's doing that, like obviously this is really big, but this was we've got a lot of branches and trees and stuff on there, and I love, and this is large, but you could, oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Okay, you guys, look, we literally, and so you could use the die cut machine, or how cute is this? I think that's so adorable to make your own little tree. Mm-hmm. So I got to show this. So
it's cute.
Hopefully it's so cute. Oh, it came undone. Oh, and by the way, you could put a little bit of glue on the bottom if you don't want it to like come undone. If that makes sense.
I probably put a little
so
drop.
I usually put a little drop where they meet, and I will actually probably do that now. In fact, while you're doing the next thing, I think I will do that. So you can see. Look how cute. Look how cute, you guys. And I especially recommend that when you're making the 3D trees. I prefer to use a double-sided paper. And so my papers are heavyweight. And so while Tammy's showing you the next cut things that she's cut, I'm going to just kind of glue this a little bit together. Oh, your twigs and stuff. Did you want to show those?
Oh, I showed those.
Oh, you already? Oh, she showed those. Okay. Okay, Tammy, talk about.
But you could also, cut these smaller and stick them on your houses. Make a wreath.
Oh, you took it off. Is this off? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the lid's off. I was like, okay. I was looking for the lid. Okay, so what were you saying, dear?
Oh, these you could just stick on your houses if you want. Make them smaller. Yep. You can make these any size you want.
Yep.
Make a wreath.
Yeah. So for your 3D trees, if you want them to come apart, that's great. But if not, I recommend using a little bit of, this is just the art glitter glue. And if you just put a little bit on there so that it will glue it together. And I just do it. You said you do a dot. I actually like to go in the center a little bit more. And I like to go at the top too so that it doesn't kind of come apart. But that's just me. You don't have to. This does dry clear. And
so you could also cut those out of white.
Yes.
And then if you take Teresa's gold glitter washi tape and use a bigger hole punch.
Yep. I'm going to let that dry.
Punch gold circles and stick that all over your tree.
Yeah, completely.
So it's like ornaments.
And here's the thing, like a lot of things that I design, I know that like a lot of them are, for home decor. And so why not, make your own, give your own gifts? Because I think a lot of times, right now the big thing, if you go into the stores, are the wood trees. Our wood trees, or just like the 3D trees. And I always see those and I go, well, we can just make those. You can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can add all the fun stuff, you can add the ribbons, so hopefully that will inspire you a little bit to be able to do that. So I know we're wrapping this show to an end, but I just want to say like, if you are, looking for inspiration, don't just, look at things and go, oh, I can't do that. Like, there's so many tutorials online, especially on YouTube. YouTube is like, if you need to learn how to do certain things. But for those of you who use your machine, like, the worst thing that can happen is that you mess up a piece of paper, really. Like, and that's
just cut into your mat, or you cut into your mat. You're going to.
Yes. And so look at those things. We're doing all the cut files 50% off. Yep. And then we're going to end this video. So thank you for coming. Our next video is we're having a Zoom party. We're having a Zoom party, and it's quite the project, you guys. So if you want to come to that, I'm actually going to be posting a video, a little sneak peek of it, on this, later here. So anyway, look back at that. Thank you for joining us. I hope that we've inspired you in some way to decorate your home with things that you can make, things that you can create, and that there's no limits to what you can design. And really, what I do love about it is like when you go to a store, there's only certain styles and certain colors. But this way, you can do the colors you want. Mm-hmm. You can do the styles you want. And you can either do them by hand or you can use your cutting machine. But like, I think this is super cute way. I'm loving the houses. Love those. This one right here, like I said, this has Crate and Barrel all over it. Like, this is so cute. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up the other 4, and I will do a photo of my little house village at my village. So you'll be able to see that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.